This year I have a 4-5 classroom, and I noticed early in the fall we started using blended learning, and right away I noticed the difference with regards to my teaching as well as my classroom and my students' learning. So I first want to talk about engagement. So when you bring in your technology piece, as well as we've been using a number of virtual online tools, I am finding that my students enjoy these resources, and it has helped them understand the different concepts. So with regards to the classroom, that has really made my students enjoy their math more. When you do teach a combined classroom, there is those challenges. And so when you use the scope and sequence from the blended learning, it allows you to start at different points, and it allows you to extend a number of the different activities, which is beneficial for the students. I like the accessibility, so I can quickly go online and look at different resources and where I need to link things and what activities I need to do, and I can do that from within the classroom or at home when I'm doing my planning. The differentiation with regards to my students learning, not only in a combined class, but even just those students who are maybe working on a modified program. I have lots of resources at my fingertips. I guess the other piece that I'm really enjoying is the confidence that it has built for my students, and I think that is primarily because their math communication and their math thinking has really grown. So in our classroom, we use a Chromebook. We try to use them as often as we can, I would say daily. Sometimes we don't have a Chromebook for each person. However, we can put in small groups or in partners, and then the students can collaborate. So that has been an important part in our classroom, because on the Chromebook, there's also read and write for Google, so the students can edit their work before they send it to me. So I think that has improved their writing, which as a result has improved their confidence.
I'm a grade 4 teacher, and I have embraced using the blended learning because it provided a great scope and sequence for me to use with my students. I like the way the lessons cycle back, so it starts with whole numbers, and then later in the year we come back to the same topic and do it with decimal numbers or fraction numbers. So I really like the scope and sequence for that reason. The lessons seem to be a really good combination of electronic activities as well as the paper pencil ones, and that way in a multi-level class like mine, I find that most students like one or the other. Some like both, but at least I feel I'm hitting them all at some point. It works really well with our Google Classroom. Kids can take a screenshot of their work and submit it to me for assessment, so it's really quick and easy. That's one of the learning tools they have now in their back pocket to be able to submit work quickly and easily. The progression of lessons is very good. I have had no problems with the way that they were put in order, and it's been working well for me. Some of the challenges are usually technology related. Way back at the beginning, it was pretty interesting when one of our Minds On activities took us the entire 60-minute math block. But we have certainly progressed since then, and the kids are quite independent at logging into the OERB, using the Mathies tools, which they love. I guess one of the other challenges is when there has been a technology problem with a student or two, sometimes at the end of all of that work, there's nothing to show for it because they submitted it incorrectly or were unable to get it to submit. So that was one of our challenges that we had to work through.